Today I'm going to show you guys how to build 3 different kinds of elevators to suit all of your elevating needs. Let's get right into it. First up, we got the water elevator, sometimes called the bubble elevator. So as you can see, we have this water shaft right here. All you gotta do is walk right in. It'll send you up, and there you go. And if you want to go down, you just press this button, you walk right in, and it'll send you down. Here's what you need to build it. You can pretty much use whatever building blocks you want, but these are what I like to use, and you might need different amounts depending on how tall you want to make it. Now let's get into it. So the first thing you do is place a block of soul sand in the ground wherever you want the elevator to be. And then you just build up around it with whatever your building block is. And I like to put some lanterns in the back to light it up. And then you just build this up however tall you want the elevator to be. So here's what we have so far. Then we just put a block right here to make the entrance. And then we're gonna build this up with glass. And then we just put a block right here for the top. And then we break 2 of these glass blocks for the top entrance. And now we're gonna build a floor up here for the top floor. And now we're gonna build a wall on the sides to hide the redstone. And here's what we have so far. So now we're gonna go around the back so we can do the redstone. First, we're gonna dig a hole to make some space. And then we're gonna put a magma block here, and then a piston here, and a piston here, going this way. Now you just take some redstone and put it here, 1, 2, and then put a block right here, and then redstone on top, and then a redstone torch right here. And then we have to go to the other side and put a button on the opposite side of this block, so right here. And now we can come back here and do the rest of the redstone. So we just put a block right here, and then a redstone torch, and then redstone on top. And then we go 1 block up and make the same thing going this way. So we put a torch here, redstone on top, and you keep building these in kind of a zigzag until you get to the top. And there we go. And now we just place another button on the opposite of this block, so right here. And I'm gonna finish building the floor here. And that's what we have so far. And now the last thing you have to do is fill this entire thing up with water. But it has to all be water source blocks, so you have to place water on every single one of these blocks. So first we just place some signs here to keep the water in. And then do the same at the top. And now we can fill this with water. And there you go. Now you can just walk right in. And it works. And if you want to go down, you just press this button, and you go down. Next up, we got the piston elevator. You just walk right in, press the button, and the pistons send you up. And then if you want to go back down, you just press this button, walk right in, and you go down. What I like about this one is that you don't have to build a shaft going all the way up, so you can kind of have it floating like this. So if you want to have an elevator going to a floating island like I have right here, then you can do that. Or if you want to build a shaft anyway, then you can do that too. Here's what you need to build it. So first off, we're just going to dig a cross in the ground like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. And then we're going to dig 3 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 more right here. And now we're going to put a note block right here, and then 2 redstone, 1, 2, and then put a stone block or whatever block you're using right here. And now we're gonna put an observer on top of the note block right here, and then put a slime block, and now put a sticky piston facing up on both sides. And now put 2 slime blocks on top of each of the sticky pistons. So now we go into this hole right here, and then we put a sticky piston facing down right here, and then an observer also facing down on top of it. And now you can get out of the hole, and we're gonna put a block right here, and then 2 blocks here and here. And now just put a button right here, and that's what we have so far. So now we're gonna go a few blocks up and build the top floor. Just make sure you leave a 3x3 hole for the elevator to go through. So there's our top floor. So now you're gonna come over here to the back and build 4 blocks up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 block out, and then place an obsidian block right above where the observer is. And then you just put a note block right underneath it, and then you place 3 blocks right in front, 1, 2, and 3, and then put a button right in the middle, and now you can get rid of these blocks back here. And now all you have to do is break these 2 blocks right here and here. And now we're done. So if we go down here, step inside the elevator and press the button, it'll send us up to the top. And if we come out here and press this button, that'll send us down. But it does look kind of ugly up here, so you can decorate it however you want. Just make sure that next to these slime blocks you place obsidian, because if you place anything else, then they'll get moved out of place. And now we're all done, so let's move on to the next one. So our last elevator is the multi-level elevator. This one is probably my favorite out of all three. So it uses the same mechanic as the first one, but this one has multiple levels. So as you can see, we're on floor 0 right now. But if we want to go to the next floor, floor 1, then we just make sure this switch is set to floor 1, and then we walk in, and now we're at floor 1. Now we can come back down. And if we want to go to floor 2, all we do is flip this switch so that it's pointing to floor 2, and then we walk in, and now we're on floor 2. So you can have up to 8 different floors with this one. Pretty cool. Here's what you need to build it. So to start, we're gonna build the entrance. You just place 3 blocks like this, 1, 2, 3, and then you build each of these up to 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you come back here and build some blocks like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you build these up to the same height. And on this middle one, I like to put a lantern to light it up. And then we're gonna come back to the front, put 2 more blocks here, and then we put 2 glass here and here. And then we put a couple of signs here and here. And now you just build this exact same thing on top of itself, however many floors you want. So for this video, I'm just gonna do a couple more. So here's what we have so far. Now we're just gonna build some floors. And now for every floor you have, you wanna come in here and put a dispenser right here on the same level that the floor is. But you do not put a dispenser on the top floor, just leave that one. And now we can fill this with water, but remember it all has to be water source blocks, so you have to place water on every single block. And there we go. And now in front of each dispenser, you want to place a temporary block while we do the redstone. So now we can come down here and build the control panel. So just build a 3x3 square like this. And then put your item frame in the middle and then put a torch in it. And now you can label each floor like this. And there's our control panel. And now we can come back here so we can do the redstone. So just place 3 blocks like this, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 on top. And then come over here and put a comparator right here. And now we're gonna place some blocks going this way for every floor we have, not including the bottom floor. So as you can see, I have 2 extra floors, so I'm gonna place 2 blocks. 1, 2. And then put another block behind this one. So let's say if you had 5 extra floors, then you would place 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you put blocks behind all these. But since I only have 2 extra floors, we're just gonna do 2. And then we just line this part with redstone, and then we put a repeater right here. And if you have more floors, then you keep putting repeaters until you get to the end. So let's say if I have 5 floors, then I'd have 5 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then blocks back here, and then I'd fill this with redstone, and then I put repeaters along the entire thing. So just adjust it to however many floors you have. But like I said, since I only have 2 extra floors, we only need 2 blocks here, so we're gonna get rid of these. And now for every repeater you have, you wanna put an observer right above it, like so. And then you wanna connect this observer to that dispenser on the first floor. So we just put a few more observers and make sure they're pointing in the right direction, so those are going up, and then these go this way, and then we come around here, and this one points into this dispenser. And you want to do the same thing for each floor you have, so each repeater is going to have observers connecting it to the next dispenser. So if I had another floor, then I'd put blocks here, redstone here, repeater here, and then I'd use observers to connect it to the next dispenser up on the next floor. And so on and so forth until you finish all the floors. But the top floor does not need any observers or connection. So that's it for the back. Now we can come around front, and now you can break the temporary block you put in front of each dispenser, and then you just want to put a water bucket in each dispenser. And now to make the exit, we can just put a sign right here, and then some water right on top, and there you go. And now to finish it off, make sure you come up to the top and put a couple of blocks in here to keep you from going up all the way in there. And then come back down to the bottom, put a block of soul sand right here, and our elevator is complete. So now we just select our destination. Let's say we want to go to floor 2, and then we walk right in, and we're at floor 2. And then we can come back down, and there we go. And that's the video. Make sure you hit that like button if you liked the video, and let me know which elevator was your favorite in the comments. And if you want to see some more redstone contraptions, you can click on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.